My former coach, basketball coach, once told our team that the hardest part of winning a provincial title was getting out of town. And that's true because the competition between the three schools was always fierce. And as proud as I am to be known as a St. Agnes girl, I am more proud to be known as a New Waterford girl, which is why it is a great honor for me to introduce the last and final inductee of the night, the 1973 New Waterford Men's Challenge Cup soccer team, because they were comprised of players from all of the town schools. The members of the selection committee of the New Waterford Sports Heritage Hall of Fame are pleased to recognize the New Waterford Senior Men's Soccer Team, the 1973 Challenge Cup champs. In the years 1973, 74, and 75, New Waterford was registered in the Challenge Cup division of Soccer Nova Scotia. This today is called the Premier Division, or the top tier of competition. This division in the early 70s included such formidable teams as Halifax Shipyards, Halifax Olins, and Halifax Privateers. Oh, those Halifax teams. In the summer of 73, the team we are recognizing tonight competed all season in the Cape Breton League. Semi-final playoffs in that year featured New Waterford against the longtime rival, the Pier Ramblers. After a slow start, New Waterford won this series by a rather convincing score. That led to the Cape Breton finals against the Sydney, is it Celts or Celts? Celts. Celts, sorry. The Celts were mainly a core of university players from UCCB. This final series proved to be quite competitive. However, New Waterford finished on top to claim the Cape Breton Post Bowl, emblematic of the Cape Breton League Championship. It is worth noting that New Waterford claimed this trophy in the years 1973, 74, and 75. This win meant that New Waterford moved on to the Challenge Cup. The mainland representative was the Halifax Shipyard. Shipyards were the winners in the City League and were augmented with some players from other teams in the city in that league. It is worth mentioning that Halifax had, and has, a history of good soccer, especially at the senior level. Several teams each year have players with European soccer, or football as they call it, experience. This certainly was the case with Halifax Shipyard. As a matter of fact, it may have been the case of taking the local boys a little too lightly. The game featured two different styles of play: the skilled ball handling and controlled passing of Halifax versus the youthful enthusiasm and relentless hustle of New Waterford. The first and only New Waterford team to win a senior Tier 1 soccer title. We are pleased to introduce the members of that team. I'm going to ask Art Timmons and Mike Kennedy to accept the plaque on behalf of the team. And then I'm going to tell you the team members who will ask to come up and get their individual certificates before they get their picture taken as a team. Father Bill Rankin was the team sponsor. Art Timmons was the coach. David MacKinnon was the assistant coach. George Demeter was the trainer, and Mike Matlock was the equipment manager. Then there was Aubrey MacSween, Archie MacDonald, Bobby Burke, Martin Bates, Pius Burke, Hugh MacLellan, Fons Brenna, David MacNeil, Anthony Tony MacKinnon, Donnie MacKay, Sandy Burns, Billy MacDonald, Ambrose White, Clarence Slade, Mike Kennedy, Tony Martin, and Jay MacKay. So I'm going to ask Art and Mike to come up and get the plaque, and then the team members can come up and collect your individual certificates and get your picture taken.